Hey guys, it's TLD day 22, okay? This is your math lesson. Make sure it says day 22 and it looks like this. It says using different strategies to make $1, okay? It says solve using the arrow way and complete the number line. Guys, we're just going to use our start change result strategy, what you all were doing the best with before we were out of school. So let's look at this. So let's look, if you start with 58 cents, how much more would you need to make $1? Well, $1 is 100 cents, isn't it? Okay? So if we're going to look at this as start, change, result, let's just go ahead and use our two-finger strategy right here. Put it on both sides. Can I add? No, I can't. So what's the opposite of add? Subtract. So I've got to write a subtraction problem and find out how much more do I need to make 100 cents or $1. So I got to come over here and write a subtraction problem. So 100 subtract, what did I start with? 58. Make sure that 8 is under that 0 and the 5 is under that 0. But for some reason, my color changed. All right, now, you might not have practiced these problems with zeros a lot lately, okay? So I'm going to walk you through it. So, that first ones column, can I do 0 take away 8? No. I got to go and regroup, okay? So let's go next door. Oh, I have 0. Well, I can't get anything from 0, can I? All right, so let's go next door. Oh, I've got 100 there. Can I trade that? Yeah, I can. So if I have 1 and I borrow 1, there aren't any left. So let's move it over into the tens column. So I have that 100. I traded it for 10 tens, and the 0 moves in with it, right? Okay, but I'm not done because I still have a 0 in the ones column, okay? So can I go next door and borrow? Now I can. I have 10. So I'm going to borrow one of those. I'm going to trade it. So let's mark it out again. I'm going to change colors. I don't have 10. If I have 10 and I'm going to trade 1, how many are left? 9. So put that 9 up there. And then that 10 moves in with that 0. So here's my 10. And the 0 moves in. Now can I do the problem? Let's look. 10 subtract 8. You know that. Nine subtract 5. Use your number line. Get it done. And then there's nothing left in that hundreds column, so you don't put anything. So I hope 10 subtract 8, you should have gotten 2. 9 subtract 5, 4. 42 cents. So 58 cents plus 42 cents equals $1. Now here's how they've broken it down in your number bond. Here's $1, 58 cents. What's missing? 42 cents. So these two numbers together equal $1. Okay? All right, make sure you've got that. I'm going to move it up, okay? All right, let's do this next one. We got 73 cents plus what equals $1 or 100 cents. So I'm starting with 73 cents. I'm missing what I'm changing it by, okay? So, if I start with 73, plus what gives me $1. So just use our two-finger strategy. Can I add? No, because I don't have a number on both sides of my plus sign. So what's the opposite of add? Subtract. So I've got to write a subtraction problem to see what I need there, okay? So again, we've got that 100 subtract 73. talk you through it again, but on the next one, I want you to do a little bit of it on your own. So let's look. 0 subtract 3 in the ones column. Can I do that? No. Go next door. But there's still only 0. I can't borrow anything from that 0. So let's go to the hundreds column. Let's borrow that 100 and trade it. Alright, so let's trade it for 10 tens. Okay? Now, I can go borrow from that 10. I didn't leave myself enough room up there, did I, guys? I'm sorry. So, let's borrow from that 10. If I have 10 tens and I borrow 1, how many are left? 9. So mark that 10 out, and I hope you have room 9. Now, that 10 that I'm trading, it moves in over 10 ones, right? Now go ahead and subtract. 10 subtract 3, 9 subtract 2. Subtract 3, did you get 7? 9 subtract 7, did you get 2? 27 cents. So 73 cents plus 27 cents equals $1. Alright? Okay, let's go to the next one. Look, again, now we don't know what we started with, but same thing. Use your two-finger strategy. Can I add? No. So I've got the opposite of add is subtract, so let's do a subtraction problem. Let's do 100 cents subtract 67. Alright, let's see who remembers what to do. I can't subtract there. Go next door, there's nothing there. So let's go to that 100 and let's trade it for 10 tens. Pull it out. Trade it for 10 tens. Now, let's go over here. Now I can borrow from that 10, right? I'm going to erase this up here, guys. I know I just don't want it to look confusing to you, alright? Alright. Borrow from that 10. If I have 10 tens and borrow one of them or trade one of them, how many do I have left? 9. Now I take that 10 and trade it for 10 ones. 10 ones move in here. Now go ahead and subtract. Alright, 10 subtract 7, did you get 3? 9 subtract 6, 3, 33 cents. So 67 cents plus 33 cents makes $1. Okay? Alright. Guys, I hope you're getting that final answer before me. I hope you're beating me. Okay? We got 2 more to do. Let me move it up. Alright, let's look at that next one. We've got 49 cents plus what equals $1, or 100 cents is $1. Alright, if you use your two-finger strategy, do I have a number on both sides of that plus sign? Nope. What's the opposite of plus? Minus. Alright, so let's do it. Let's do, let me change 100 subtract and line up that 9 underneath there and that 4 underneath there. That's awful small. I'm sorry, guys. 100 subtract 49. Now make sure that 9's underneath that first 0 and the 4's underneath the middle one. Alright? So, do you know what to do? You give it a shot, okay? Before I do it. Let's see if you can do it before me. do 0, subtract 9, so go next door. Do I have anything I can trade? No. So go to that hundreds column and let's trade that 100 for 10 tens. Now, I still only have 0 here, 0 ones, so now I can go trade. Alright, so I've got 10 tens here. Let's trade one of them. So how many do I have left? 9. So let's move that 10, trade that 10 in for 10 ones. Alright, now you finish it. Alright, 10 subtract 9, you should have gotten 1. 9 subtract 4, 5. So 49 cents plus 51 cents equals $1. Okay? 49 plus 51 equals $1. Okay? Make sure you've got that. Okay. Let's do this last one. Okay. Put your two-finger strategy. Do you have a number on both sides of the plus sign? No. So I can't add. I got to subtract. All right, let's write our math problem. 100 subtract 36. Make sure that 3 is underneath that middle 0. Okay. All right, you try. You try regrouping. All right, I can't do 0s, take away 6. There's no 10s for me to regroup. So I gotta go to the hundreds column. Let's trade that 100 for 10 tens. So let's move that 10 in here. Now, I'm still not done. I still have 0 here. So I'm going to go to that 10. If I have 10 tens, and I'm going to trade one of them. So I don't have 10, I have 9. And trade that 10 for 10 ones. Finish it out. All right, 10 subtract 4, or that's your answer. 10 subtract 6 is 4. 9 subtract 3 is 6. All right, so 36 cents plus 64 cents equals $1. 36 plus 64 equals $1. All right. Make sure you've got that. I'm going to go flip to the next page, okay? Get ready for the other side. All right, we've got one word problem today, guys. Okay, go ahead and let's put your start, your change, your result. There were 75 fish in the big tank. The pet shop owner moved some of them. Now there are only 60 fish in the big tank. How many did the shop owner move? All right, let's look at the first sentence. There were 75 fish in the fish tank, the big tank. So how many started in that big tank? 75. The pet shop owner moved some of them. Do I know how many moved? No, I don't know how many moved. Now there are only 60 fish in the big tank. So at the end of the story, there are 60. Put your equal sign. So let's decide, are we adding or subtracting? If there are 75 fish in that big tank and they move some of them, are we going to add or subtract? We're going to subtract, aren't we? Okay? All right, let's do our strategy. Okay? y'all notice something? You remember our rule breaker? Anytime it's subtraction and we don't know the change, we still subtract, okay? That's our rule breaker. Every other time, you're going to do the opposite. This is the time, this is kind of the rule breaker. Subtraction and not knowing the change. So, I'm still going to do a subtraction problem. So, who's going to be on top? 75. So, go over here, 75, subtract 60, get you an answer. That one shouldn't take very long. Alright, 5 subtract 0 is 5, 7 subtract 6 is 1. 15 what? How many did the shop owner move? How many what are we talking about? What is talking about in the whole story? Fish, right. They moved 15 fish. Okay? Remember, that's one of those rule breakers, and I just introduced that to you last week, so it's okay if you got a little confused, alright? Alright, let me move it up. Okay, guys, you have 4 addition problems to do. But before you start on those, let me show you your science for today, okay? As soon as I show you what your science is, go ahead and get those 4 done, alright? Alright, you need to find where it says TLD day 22, and it says choose one of the following activities. Go to Brain Pop Junior. So if you already have an account, just go to Brain Pop Junior and look for changing states of matter. So that's what you'll type in to find the right video. And then take both quizzes. You just take one or talk about it and have mom or dad sign off, okay? Or you can read the article, States of Matter, have mom or dad read that to you, and then you can either tell them a fact that you learned and they can write it down for you, or you can just talk about it and they can sign off, okay? That's all you need to do. All right, go back and get your math done and then do your science and you'll be done for the day, all right? Bye guys, take care.